they have today. Arabic.
Yeah. No, بس. تاني. بس. go on.
You do it before the door.
No.
Huh?
Yeah, before ball. Okay. All right, so ninth. Oops. Okay, so the ninth lesson. So it covers the adjective. So in English, the adjective, what does it do? It modifies, describes the noun, right? It modifies or it describes the noun. So in Arabic, the adjective is called na'at. It's also called sifa. It's called Na'at or Sifa, and it describes the noun, which is called Man'ut, also Mawsuf, which translates to what is being described. Right? Described noun, which is called Man'ut or Mawsuf, which translates to what is being described. Sifa is adjective. So a few rules that you'll come to realize as we move further into the 9th chapter is that the Mawsuf and Sifa, it has to match the noun, gender. So it has to match the noun in gender, definite or indefinite. So if the noun is male, the adjective, the Sifa or Na'at is going to be male too. Female, female. Okay? If it's definite or indefinite. Okay? Ending, tanween, for example. So if there's a tanween on the noun, then there's going to be a tanween on the sifa or na'at. And case. So, baytun jadidun. So all of these examples, they're going to be coming. So, let's jump right in.
This one is mansub.
Where? This one? This one? Mawsuf? Oh, yes, Mawsuf.
Mawsuf.
Yes, Mawsuf. Mawsuf.
Mawsuf.
Mawsuf, yes.
Mawsuf is
Mawsuf is same as man'ut. It's what is being described. Yeah, what is being described.
The adjective.
So the adjective is sifa. Adjective means sifa or not. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's jump right in. And then you'll understand it much better. Okay. So look at the first sentence. Man hadha rajulu. Right? Man hadha rajulu. Straightforward sentence.
who's this man?
Who's this man? Right? Man hadha rajulu. And then the answer, pretty straightforward. Huwa Abbasun. He's Abbas. Straightforward. Nothing fancy going on over here. Now, the third sentence has Abbasun Tajirun. Right? Again, nothing fancy. Abbas is a businessman. Okay. Now look at the second part of this sentence. Abbasun Tajirun Ghaniyun. Right? So Abbas, this is the subject, right? Subject is Abbas or Mubtada. And Tajirun is the khabar. Khabar. But if I add Ghaniyun, right? Then this is, what is it describing? Businessman. So this is sifa or not. Okay? And so sifa of tajirun. Okay. So now what we do, if we want to break this sentence down even further, we say tajirun is being described. So mawsuf, this, and then this. So mawsuf sifa, it equals to that khabar. You get it? That's how you break it down. Right? So Abbasun mubtada. Before you make this the predicate. We're going to make it mawsuf, ghaniyun sifa, that equals to khabar. So now translate the sentence. Abbas is a wealthy businessman. Right? Good? Now, look. So, this is the mawsuf, right? Sifa has to match. So this is masculine. Sifa masculine. Indefinite. Indefinite. Ending, two dhammas. Ending, two dhammas. Right? So this is, it has to match in every single way. You get it?
But the last one, the case.
Case. So case is basically, if it's mawsuf sifa, it equals to khabar. That's like the case. Yeah. So it's like, it's the same as the noun. Case is like same as the noun. It's the same as the noun. So this is, see, if I put Abbasun ghaniyun, makes sense. But I put Abbasun tajirun ghaniyun. So it's the same. The ghaniyun, that means case, meaning it's the same as the noun in every way.
The noun is proper, right?
The noun over here is indefinite.
What about Abbas?
That's definite. So that's definite. That's going to be definite. So the mubtada always is going to be definite. Right? The khabar, sometimes definite, sometimes indefinite. Sometimes definite, sometimes indefinite. In this instance, right? In this instance, it is indefinite. We're not saying Abbasu, Abbasun, and there's going to be examples of definite information, which is coming. So Abbasun mubtada, tajirun mawsuf, ghaniyun sifa, mawsuf sifa, you combine them both, it becomes khabar of this mubtada. It becomes the predicate of this subject. So Abbas is a wealthy businessman. You guys with me? Everyone? Okay, let's go to the next one. Hamidun mudarrisun. Straightforward sentence, right? Hamid is what? He's a teacher. But now, if I add jadidun, right? Hamidun mudarrisun jadidun. Hamid is a new teacher. So jadid is the sifa describing mudarris, right? Yeah? So this is Hamidun. What's mubtada? What's the subject? Hamidun. And what's the khabar? And before it becomes khabar, so this is mawsuf, and this is sifa. So mawsuf sifa, right? You combine them both, it becomes khabar of this mubtada over here. That's how you break down the Arabic sentence. And that's how you know that this is always going to be read Hamidun mudarrisun jadidun. You will not read it Hamidun mudarrisan, mudarrisin, or mudarrisa, or mudarrisi, or anything. This is set in stone. This is set in stone. It will always be read Hamidun mudarrisun jadidun. No other way, but this way. Muzakkar, muzakkar. Right? Two dhammas, two dhammas. Same as the noun. Right? And this is exactly how people read the Quran without the fathah, kasra, dhamma. You can't read it any other way, right? Can you read this any other way? Right? No, right? You can't read it any other way. You can only read it this way. If you read it any other way, 100% is going to be wrong. So this should give you an idea of how people used to read without fathah, kasra, dhamma. or how they would read the Quran without fatha kasr al-dhamma. This is why. Because the rules are very finite. There are many, there are a lot of rules, but they're a finite set of rules. They're not endless. Okay? Any questions? Any questions? No? No questions?
One question.
Yes?
So if you had just Abbas and Ghaniyun, then Ghani would not be a sif in that case, right? It would be the khabar only.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. So this would be the khabar, yes. Like that. Abbas and Ghanin. Abbas is wealthy. Right? Abbas is wealthy. So Abbas is wealthy. So yes, this would be the khabar. If we omit that. Huh? Huh?
Can you say wealthy Abbas, or would it not make sense? Unless
Wealthy.
it's a sentence.
See, the sentence would have to change. We would have to say Abbasul Ghaniyu. We would have to say Abbasul Al Ghaniyu. Abbas or wealthy Abbas, or Abbas who is wealthy. Abbasul Ghaniyu. Al Ghaniyu. We would have to put the alif lam over there. Abbas who is wealthy. Mubtada. And something has to be the khabar, so that would be the khabar. Yeah. Okay. Next, ma hada, which translates to what? What is this? Simple. Hada tuffahun, also easy. This is an apple. At-tuffahu. Okay. So at-tuffahu, right? So the apple, fakihatun means fruit, ladhidatun means tasty. So the apple is a tasty what? Fruit, because tasty is qualifying. It is qualifying the fruit. So now, see this? This is mawsoof. Same thing, mubtada and khabar, but before it becomes khabar, right? It's mawsoof sifa. Right? Mawsoof sifa. This is mawsoof. This is sifa. And that becomes the khabar of at-tufah. Now look at this. Feminine. It's feminine, right? Feminine. Indefinite. Indefinite. Ending is the same. Right? The case also is the same. Right? Same as the noun. Everything is the same. So it has to match in every way. It has to match in every single way. And this is the only way you can read this. Only way you can read this. Right? Does that sound? Like, look at this. Right? What's ba? Ba is harf jar, right? Preposition. What's ismullah? Name of Allah. What is ism? What is Allah? You've already done this. Mudaf, mudaf ilayh. So this. Mudaf. Mudaf ilayh. Now, you've also done this. This is definite. Ar-Rahman. All merciful. What is Ar-Rahman now? Of Allah. Who said that? Sifa. Sifa of what? Sifa. So this is sifa number 1. Ar-Rahim, sifa number 2. Now, before this becomes mudaf ilayh, it's mudaf mudaf. You're right. Mudaf ilayh. We're going to make it what? Mawsoof. Good. And that becomes, right? So now mawsoof with its two sifa becomes mudaf ilayh, right? Mudaf ilayh, right? You join this mudaf ilayh and it becomes majroor of this harf jar. Right? It becomes majroor. Now, when something is harf jar and then it's majroor after, it has to link up to a verb. Right? Because when we translate it in the name of Allah, what am I doing in the name of Allah? So what am I doing in the name of Allah? Good. So you can either write ashra'u. What else am I doing in the name of Allah? Atlu, tilawat. Atlu. Yes, you can even say that. Akulu, when you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim at the beginning of eating food. So akulu. Right? Akulu in the name of, Akulu in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Aqra'u from qira'ah. Do you guys follow me? No? Okay, let's do it again. Okay, where did I lose you? So the beginning? We'll do the beginning.
Need a verb?
I guess I forgot what's in the reply.
Okay, so mudaf ilayh is the possessed and the possessor. So for example, when I write Miftahul Baiti, right? So the house is key. The house is key. Or if I write, let's keep it simple. Abdullah, he. Mudaf ilayh always kasar. Yeah, always kasar. So what's Abdullahi? Servant of Allah. Right? So abd, possessed, possessor. Or attributed, right? This is attributed to that. Right? So possessed, possessor. Easy way to remember. Right? Possessed, so the first part is possessed, second part, possessor.
Possess is mudaf.
Yes, mudaf. Right? So now, Ismullah. Let's. I just brought this just for the sake of bringing it, just to like kind of open your minds. Right? But let's say Ismullah. If I write Ismullah, you know what Ism is? Name. Right? Ism means name. So Ismullahi. Allah's name. Allah's name. Right? And then if I put Ar-Rahman, right? So this is Ismullah here. So this would be Ismullahir Rahmani, because who is compassionate, the most compassionate. Ar-Rahman. Oh, okay. That's one thing. Uncle, Azan.
Bismillah ar-Rahman.
So Ar-Rahman, sifa of this.
Allahu Akbar.
That's not sifa one.
Allahu Akbar.
Ar-Rahim also sifa. So remember what I said? Masculine is masculine. This is also going to be masculine. So the sifa has to correspond with the mawsoof in every way. Every way. So this is mawsoof. And then sifa. Sifa. Then all of this, you join it and it becomes mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh and this is mudaf. And if I just put like that, so this is a preposition. Whatever comes after it, kasra. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. That's why you read it that way. That's the only way you can read it.
And it's not the full sentence.
Yes, because there's something hidden. It's not a full sentence. Good. Right? So you have to assume something is hidden over there. Right? Because this is harf jar. Whatever comes after it, kasra, that's called majroor. So all I'm saying when I translate it, in the name of Allah. But what am I doing in the name of Allah? There has to be a verb there, right? So that verb, you have to assume it. That okay, I'm eating in the name of Allah. I'm drinking in the name of Allah. I'm starting in the name of Allah. I'm reading in the name of Allah. And so on and so forth. I'm writing in the name of Allah. You get it?
Well, I'm trying to say this one will have the khabar and
No, this is not. Yeah, that. See, that's a verbal. Remember?
because it's verb.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's a jumla fi'liya. Remember when we went through dhahaba and what was the other word? Kharaja. Right? Remember. So dhahaba and kharaja. So nominal sentence, verbal sentence. Remember that. So dhahaba, right? Ammarun. Or kharaja Muhammadun. This is a verbal sentence because it starts with a verb. So this, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, we assume a verb is there. It doesn't start with a verb, but we assume that a verb is there. Right? I just wrote this just to like kind of open your minds so that it's like an introduction into what we just covered today. Okay, we'll stop over here.
Is that why that is just maybe this assumes when we said this is not a full sentence, that's why whatever that we read we have to do Bismillah, because otherwise we're not blessings. Is that, can we see that or not?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Because like it's not a full sentence, Bismillah Rahman Rahim.
Yes.
So it's like that's why we have to, whenever we do something we have to say it.
No. Because it's already assumed when you recite, when you say before eating, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So it's already assumed that I'm eating in the name of Allah, right? The most compassionate, the very merciful, the all merciful, the very merciful. Ar-Rahman, all merciful. Ar-Rahim, very merciful. So two types of mercy. So that Ar-Rahman, the first type of mercy, this is encompassing. And then Ar-Rahim, this is limited. Yeah. So the first is for everyone. The second is for believers. Yes. And then, or for example, before you start reading Quran, what do you say? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So I'm reading, or I'm doing tilawah. So the verb is there. It's just hidden.